Peace family, today is now day 2 of week 3, and now that we have everything sealed off on the outside in terms of windows, edges, things of that sort, and we got some rain afterward, and I haven't noticed any leaks, that's an extremely good sign. Obviously. I've yet to do the pressure washer test, but I will probably in a future video. Today there are a couple things that I want to try and get done. Primarily, since it's like 35 degrees, I want to be more outside today, but I don't have that much left to do on the outside other than the roof, which I'm not prepared to do yet. So I can do one of two things. I can either try and get the grill off and paint that, or I can do the rear bumper, sand that, and then paint that, or I can try and do both. But there is something that we are definitely going to get done today. I have a little surprise for y'all. Oh, I finally got my angle grinder. I don't know why it's taken so long. I've gone to a bunch of different places to rent one, and they were like, oh, we lost it, or it's getting repairs, or whatever. But I finally got one, and we're going to take care of those screws and the little scrappy metal corners, and finally have that ready to finish off the front of the cab so I can face everything. And then once I do the pressure washer test and I see that there's no more leak in this corner, finally I will put the insulation back, I'll put the board back down, have it screwed in, and then I can face the edges and slowly finish off this area. I can put the wall back on, wallpaper it, do both sides, and then put the window frames back on. And then from there, on this end of things, all I'll have to do is create my planters and whatever else, little lips and whatnot, and space for the storage bins, and then it'll just be the ceiling in that area that's left. So once I have this done, I'll be really happy, because then I can focus on making my way back, painting, putting in the tile backsplash, things of that nature. So it's seemingly all looking good from here, and fingers crossed it stays that way. But I am renovating a 40-year-old RV, so I have to stay, while I am optimistic, I have to remain somewhat realistic. So I am going to just put it out there that all good things are coming. So we've made it through the thick of it, and it's time to have some fun. So without further ado, let's get to it.
Wake up. Had to set the vibe when I wake up, man, it's all conscious.
Well, that sucked a bit. We've already got damage on our wood.
Yeah, we gon' raise the vibe all the way to the top. That's just how we riding. Yeah, we just hit a.
I'm getting sparks on the face. Sparks on the face.
Love to everybody, should we stay sliding? Yo, grand rising. Brought that sage up in here to set that vibe up. You not alone on your journey, I'm beside you. And it's a good day once you make your mind up. You can't be in tune with everything that's around you, but if it's good vibes, you know it's a thumbs up. Nowadays it seems it's all I'm making time for. I just want a lot of love to be 100. I won't chase it, I become it. Fear is an illusion, face it. Tell me how you living when you live within this matrix. Work on your subconscious, therefore you don't have to chase it. Take them to the basics, take it to the base. You can choose your whole identity, everything is energy. Got it, claim it now, we ain't chasing for no centuries. Living in the present, I ain't living in the history. Made it through another day, I take it as a victory. Grand rising, wake up. Had to set the vibe when I wake up, man, it's all conscious. Yeah, we gon' raise the vibe all the way to the top. That's just how we ride.
Okay, so I decided we're gonna do the bumper because it's just gonna be easier. This I have to clean off because I sprayed it with the rust spray. But I already washed off the top. Just get a good sand down and then spray that rust paint on, and yeah, should be fun. You can't really see under here, can you? Oh, there you go. Yeah, it's really bad underneath, but we'll get that done. Okay, so it's all sanded and it's still really greasy, so I need to wash it. So I figured if I'm getting this out, I may as well just do the pressure washer test today and just verify that we don't have any leaks. So I'm gonna shut everything, close all the windows, and then just give it a good hose down. I'll probably hold it like the water in certain areas that have been proven to be problematic in the past, just to verify that everything's good, and then we will see. So I'll get that going and enjoy. Okay, so I finished washing it and so far so good. I put my hand back there, it's dry. I used some sealant spray as well in that corner, so nothing should ever really come in there. Oh. Man down. Looks dry. It's hard to say exactly because everything is like glistening, so I'm gonna get a closer look. Like that's like so shiny, so. And I know that's dry. This corner looks good. Alright. This window's good. This is another place that had a leak. That looks dry too. It feels dry. Okay. This is dry. This is dry. Oh, hold on. Just had one little drop there. I'm not sure if y'all can see this. It's this tiny bit of moisture right here. I'm really not sure how that's getting in, because I sealed all of this off.
We just here to spread love to everybody, shit, we stay sliding. Yo, grand rising. Brought that sage up in here to set that vibe up. You not alone on your journey, I'm beside you. And it's a good day once you make your mind up. You can't be in tune with everything that's around you, but if it's good vibes, you know it's a thumbs up, bitch. Nowadays it seems it's all I'm making time for. I just want a lot of love to be 100. I won't chase it, I become it.
I'm gonna try this again, but that's dry, which is my happiest point. That's dry too. That was barely wet at all. It had a couple drops of water, and I didn't get any water in here this time, which is good. And this is all dry. Just really good. Happy moment. So we've narrowed it down to 1, and I think it'll be pretty easy to fix. Check in all the cupboards. Mainly I gotta look on the floor. Back here, this is all dry. Awesome. This is good. Glad I got that sorted out. Also, it could be that this just doesn't sit 100%, but I really doubt it's that, since it's not coming from here, it's coming from here. But we're gonna find out. So we've pretty much taken care of all the leaks, which is good. Everything's washed down. I'm gonna let that dry. I gotta get somewhere to return this angle grinder, since I'm not gonna have time tomorrow. And I think I can finally put that insulation back in, tuck this thing down, and then make my cuts for it. So I'm gonna get going and get this back, and then I think I'm gonna do the bumper, and I need to get a new blade for the jigsaw to make my last final cuts, so I might just go do that, and then hopefully tomorrow I can finish this off. So yeah, I'm gonna get going, pack this guy up, and I'll be back. Peace. Okay, so I'm back. I returned the angle grinder, I got my reciprocating saw blades, and we painted the bumper. It looks really good, I'd say. And managed to do it without getting a ton of overspray everywhere. So I'm pretty happy with how that came out. And we're gonna go cut those pieces of wood and hopefully get them on. We'll see.
Coasting through life, they leaving out of sight. Tryna feel the vibe of it, coasting through life, treating life like a ride. Coasting through life, coasting through life, not tryna get it.
Okay, so we got our 2 pieces cut. these aren't the only pieces that are going to need to be cut, because it only extends to like right here, so I'll have to fill in this piece on both sides. Hopefully you can see that. But I'm going to start with this, then we're going to butt this up against it. We're going to fill in the little spots. There's also this one and that one on that side, and then I'm going to put the insulation back in. I'm going to drill this thing back down, and then I'm going to face it. So hopefully we can get all this done in a reasonable amount of time. I have a soccer game and it's extremely hot, but I have faith. So stay tuned.
Go right, I'm just coasting through life. I'm trying to get it wrong or right, I'm just coasting through life. Not trying to get it wrong or right, I'm just coasting through life. Not trying to get it wrong or right, I'm just coasting through life. So I'm not trying to get it wrong or right,
Okay, so we got this up. It needs a little bit of a trim here. And then I have to fill in this space and this space. It's such an awkward, like there's a skinny piece here, a fat piece here. It's all rounded on all the sides except this side and this side. And then it's kind of a duplicate of this, just inverse, because these don't match up because of the way these boards come out compared to these ones. And yeah, but once that's done, we can trim this off and then face it. And I gotta put these little pieces in, but that's not a big deal. So I'm gonna see if I can sort something out for that and then finish that up. What is up, guys? I just finished up the cab area. It is finally done, and just in time because the sun is starting to set, and it's looking really good. I trimmed off everything. The only thing I didn't do is face the edges, but I want to drill down the board on the top first and have everything lined up before I do that, so I'm going to save that for another time. It'll be a very quick job. But yeah, the actual underside is all finished. I'm really happy with how it turned out. And yeah, so that kind of concludes it for today. I'll give you guys a little peek at how it's looking. So here is the final product. And then the edges will be getting finished at another time. But that's it for that aspect of things. We finished the bumper today, so on the outside the only painting that's left is the grille. And I did the leak test and everything was good, with the exception of this little piece that's not really that big of a deal. It wasn't much water. There's a couple drops. It's all dry. The bottom wasn't wet. So I'm going to fill that tiny little hole thing, and then I'm going to take it off when we paint, and then when I put it back on, I'll just put a strip of butyl tape around to kind of get a really good seal on that. But otherwise, everything is taken care of. Today was a really successful day. It was a very busy day, another 8-hour day. But I'm happy with what we've got done. I have some stuff that I need to order to continue the process of getting things finished, especially the outside. I need to get everything for the roof, figure out how I'm going to mount my solar panels, whether I'm going to add another steel beam or not. Yeah, I'm not sure. It'll all have to be figured out off camera. And then we're gonna slowly move our way back. I know I've said that a few times, but once we get going in the kitchen area and then getting this done and then getting the painting finished and getting the bedroom area finished, then we can integrate things like the solar and possibly a new fridge. I just checked today, actually my friend came and checked, and it's so hot in here. It's hotter in here than outside. And the freezer isn't very cold, which is usually extremely cold. And I just put it on full blast, so we'll see. But the back element for the fridge is like super hot. So I don't know if it's like when it's really hot out, it can't really cool itself down very well. And if that's the case, I'm definitely gonna have to replace the fridge. So I'm gonna start looking for RV fridges, 3-way fridges, potentially just AC and DC fridge. I don't really plan on running the fridge on propane. It would be kind of like an emergency thing, but for emergencies I want to get a solar generator, so I could just plug it into that anyway. So I think a 2-way fridge would be the best option if I can just plug it into the outlet that's back there and then wire it to whatever wiring's already there for a 12 volt, and then just be able to switch between the two of those. I'd be cool with that and just get rid of the propane option. However you do that, like, safely is a whole nother question, to be able to like close off that line permanently. But yeah, so that's it for today. I don't want to keep rambling too much. I hope you enjoyed the video and the progress that we've made so far. I think it's coming along nicely. With that being said, if you have any suggestions as for fridge or anything that you've seen that you want to interject on, it'd be more than welcome for you to do so in the comment section. And as always, keep loving your heart, and I'll see you next time. Peace.